So question 2 in the Cold War paper is probably one of my favourite questions in terms of the style. I've said this to my classes before. I think this is the kind of most like what it is to write as a historian. Obviously, we've been telling you guys since Key Stage 3, probably year 7, don't tell stories, and that definitely still applies despite the word narrative in this question. We're definitely not still just telling a story, but there is a narrative element to this in terms of saying there is a storyline here, but we're just analyzing how these events of the story are linked together and how they impact each other. So the question will always be something along the lines of this: write a narrative account analyzing something. In this case, it's the key developments of the Cold War crisis over Berlin, and it will give a time period as well. And it's really, really important that you probably just highlight this bit so you know that you got to stay within these years. Now, in terms of the build up, as you will see with this one, it's impossible to talk about Berlin without talking about the fact that it was divided. So we are going to start a little bit outside, but when I'm actually really giving the explanation and really giving the analysis, I'm very much talking about what's happening in these years. So just be careful that just make sure that the bulk of your writing is happening within the time frame. In this case, quite a narrow one. You will also see here, just like some of our other larger questions, it is giving us some suggested points as well. Just make sure that you're obviously recognizing that it says you may use the following. Now, obviously, when we're telling a story, it's quite difficult to tell a story if you're missing chapters, and I would say that ultimately these two are both chapters. So I really recommend using the suggested points here. Obviously, it's also got you must use information of your own. That said, if there's a point that you desperately do not know and there's no way that you could even have a guess of it, then probably just leave it out and kind of sacrifice that one for hopefully filling in a gap later on. Okay, so whilst may is important, don't use it if it's going to be a detriment to the rest of your answer. So in terms of how to write this one, we've practiced this one a few times in our booklet so far. These are the sentence starters that I recommend in this order. Now, obviously, they can vary slightly. I'm just giving an idea of what one would look like. So, firstly, that's a story. We're not going to write once upon a time, so I'm going to start with firstly, the first key event that happens for this question. So, firstly, this happened. I'm going to explain a little bit about that, and then as a result of this, so a consequence, I'm moving on the story. 3, later, this also happened. So again, moving on the story with a narrative. And then finally, this led to. Now, this led to is important. It implies there is a link between these events. I realise that just looking at sentence starters is probably a little bit confusing. That said, obviously, when you're practicing, you can pause this and have those sentence starters there. But for this specific question, about the key developments of the Cold War crisis over Berlin, this would be how I would plan it, and I'll show you a written example in just a moment. This would be how I was, as I said, would plan it. So I've got my sentence starters here. They match what I've done up at the top in terms of my plan. So firstly, the division of Berlin in 1945. As I said, this is outside the time period, but there's no way we can talk about Berlin being a problem without talking about the fact that it's divided. And then I have to make reference to the fact that East Germany contained all of West Berlin, and that's the first part of the story. Secondly, then, as a result of this, a direct consequence of this split, people who were looking to flee communism travel to West Berlin. This, of course, equals the brain drain, which then leads to the Berlin Ultimatum. I will make that link explicit, that the brain drain causes the Berlin Ultimatum. It's Khrushchev trying to have control of the situation. 3, later, these summits happened and they failed. It was the removal of the Berlin Ultimatum and then reinstated after the Vienna conference. So again, I'm moving on the story just like a narrative. And then this led to the building of the Berlin Wall, stopped the brain drain, but tensions over time increased. And again, those words, this led to, I'm not saying it's a separate event. I'm saying this causes this to happen. So this would be how I would plan it. And if you have time in your exam, of course, you can write your plan. It's just a few key notes. Obviously, most of you will be just going straight into writing, just showing you how I would think about this question. So in terms of how I'd be writing this question, this is going to correspond to my plan and correspond to the sentence starters that I've shared as well. So in the orange highlighting, what I've done is I've just highlighted those sentence starters so that you can see that. In the green is where I have used what I would call narrative language, where I have moved on that story, but not just a this then happened, this then happened, this then happened. I'm moving on the story, but explaining how the events are linked, and ultimately moving on the story by explaining the impact that they have. Does it increase tensions? Does it cause fear of war? Does it, increase the amount of refugees? That kind of thing. I'm explaining how the story moves on, but just making sure that I'm explaining why and how they link to previous events. So I would probably have to apologise a little bit for the handwriting here. It's rare that I have to handwrite an exam paper now. So I'm a little out of practice with this, which surprised me a little bit. But hopefully with me reading it through, it all makes sense. So firstly, first sentence started there. Berlin and Germany was divided in 1945. Consequently, so immediately I'm explaining the link there. So consequently, all of West Berlin was surrounded by East Germany. It was an island of capitalism in a sea of communism. As a result, there's my second sentence starter. As a result of this, for people looking to flee communism, travelled into West Berlin from East Germany, where the US in particular were very ready to receive refugees, as it was a propaganda victory against communism, which increased tensions with the USSR. Okay, so again, I've got my narrative language here. I'm explaining what impact this had, which increased tensions with the USSR. And again, here, this significantly contributed towards the brain drain of the East, where in particular, highly educated, high earning people fled to the West. This again, puts huge pressure. So again, I'm moving on the story, but explaining that impact rather than just saying this happened. So this again put huge pressure on East Germany, threatening to bankrupt it. Khrushchev then, okay, so again I'm explaining exactly who rather than just, oh, this happened by magic. Khrushchev then created his Berlin Ultimatum in 1958, demanding the West leave Berlin. This escalated tensions further. So again, I'm just linking it back to the big focus of the Cold War. It's all about tensions, right? So then my third sentence starter, later, US and USSR leaders met face-to-face in a series of summits with the aim to reduce tensions. Initially successful, so again, I'm kind of placing it in time here. Initially successful with Eisenhower, Khrushchev removed the Berlin Ultimatum, only to reinstate it at Vienna after meeting with the stubborn Kennedy. So again, I'm just, this is telling a story. This is like writing like a historian. So then on to my fourth sentence starter here. This led to the construction of the Berlin Wall in 1961 as Khrushchev continued, so again, narrative language, moving on the story, to battle with the brain drain. 97 miles of barbed wire, later transforming into concrete, completely surrounded West Berlin, preventing any future refugee movement. The wall became, again, narrative language, became a symbol of divide and significantly worsened relations. I forgot one there. Significantly worsened relations between East and West as it demonstrated the failure to negotiate successfully over Berlin. So all in all, that is a complete story of the Berlin crisis in our time period. It has to start beforehand because it can happen without the divide of Berlin, but the bulk of it has been about what's happening in that time period, the brain drain becoming a problem, the Berlin Ultimatum, and then the Berlin Wall created. It's so important to remember just to use as many narrative language examples as you can. They are in the front of your booklet as well. You've got loads of different examples there, exacerbated, worsened, demonstrated, escalated, any words like that where you can explain what's happening.